correct?
Correct.
Tell me if there are names of any client customers of Winter Circles that you've talked about Ms. Martin related to after her termination that you haven't named already.
Almost all my clients I talked to them about in one way or another that she was terminated and she wasn't there anymore. As far as that goes.
What's the approximate amount of the total number of the client customers?
Approximate amount, a couple hundred.
Okay. And how many of them, well, let me ask you this. Are there any of them that told you that Ms. Martin made false or disparaging remarks about Winter Circle, other than the ones we've talked about?
The ones we talked about.
You've given me some names of, like,
Yeah.
we know Sauer and Winnicke.
Right. You've got the names of people.
Okay, there's no other client customers that said she made disparaging remarks.
Not since she was fired.
Okay. Now, did Mr. Sauer leave and go to Ms. Martin?
No.
Did Mr. Winnicke leave and go to Ms. Martin?
No.
Mr. Keller leave and go to Ms. Martin?
No.
Did Mr. Thompson leave and go to Ms. Martin?
No.
Did Mr. Hackall leave and go to Ms. Martin?
No.
How about does Mr. Woodford still come to you?
Yes.
And he didn't leave and go to Ms. Martin?
No.
Okay. Now, you say with regard to count 2 that you've incurred incidental and consequential damages, including but not limited to lost profits. Have you done any calculation of your lost profits?
No.
In what manner do you think you would calculate your lost profits?
Calculate by about a dozen people that I have, lost to her. In the tune of about, about $2,400 a year, which comes out to about $200 a month for 12 people. Could be as much. I mean, I have nothing on paper. It's just off the top of my head. It could be as much as over $2,000 a month.
Okay. Now, have you determined any amount of what the incidental or consequential damages are in any way?
Jack calls for a legal conclusion. I don't even know if he knows what incidental and consequential damages are.
I don't. No, I haven't.
Well, have you done anything to calculate the amount of damages that Ms. Martin allegedly has caused you because she has intentionally interfered with your contractual relations or prospective contractual relations?
Same objection. It's also been asked and answered to the best of his ability, Mr. Rice. He just told you how he's calculating this.
Okay, but other than that, is there any other way that you can calculate it?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know.
Okay. The next count 3 talks about defamation / commercial disparagement. And is that again related to the statements made by Mr. Sauer, Mr. Winnicke, and maybe some of the others?
Yes.
Are there the names of any people who would have evidence to support this claim of defamation or commercial disparagement other than the people we've mentioned that we might have, or that we might have statements from?
Jack, vagueness. It's just a very large question asking for any people who may have knowledge. I understand that.
It's his claim, not mine.
I know, it's also, it's hard, I just don't, you know where I'm coming from.
Well, I think I'm entitled to know anybody. Go ahead. Anybody else?
That I know of.
Yeah.
Specifically, we have names.
Yeah, there's nobody other than the ones that you've already mentioned here today, correct?
That I know of.
Have you made any comments to people about Ms. Martin that she has committed theft from your business?
Yes.
How many people have
Trade
you told,
secrets.
have you talked to in which you've stated that Ms. Martin committed theft from your business?
I don't recall.
Well, any of the people that you've named here, have you told that Ms. Martin committed theft?
I might have and I might not have. I don't remember.
Well, of the 200 some client customers that you've talked to about Ms. Martin after her termination, how many times have you said that you think that she's committed theft?
Would she steal Mr.
More than 10?
Maybe.
More than 25?
Lane Bryant?
No.
Right. So somewhere maybe between 10 and 25?
I can't narrow down a number.
Well, I'm not asking you to narrow it down, just give me a range.
That's narrowing it down. I don't know.
Excuse me, I need to take a break for a cue change.
When, just tell us when you're
Yes.
Here we're on a break. Our homework for the cards.
And the caption of this case, if you'll hand me something real quickly, I didn't bring my scratch sheet. Here we go. This is a United States District Court case for the Western District of Wisconsin. Robert N. Hohert, N is in Nathan, Hohert is Hohert, versus the Weir Slurry Group Incorporated. Weir is spelled W-E-I-R, Slurry is S-L-U-R-R-Y. This is case number 02C0323-S. And at this time, as witness, I'm the notary public, and it's my job to swear you in. And I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Counsel, state their appearances audibly for the record, please.
Randy Gold from Fox & Fox for the plaintiff, together with Mr. Hohert.
Mindy Binger for defendant Weir Slurry.
And Binger is B-I-N-G-E-R.
No, it's B-U-E-N-G-E-R.
B-U-N-G-E-R.
That completes the required information under Rule 30 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, and we can proceed.
Is that
Good
Bunger?
morning,
Good one.
Ms. Larson. Formerly Hookham.
Yes.
Congratulations. There's been a lot of testimony in the case with Larson and Hookham. I take it that was referring to you. And when did your name change?
September 13th.
Of
This year,
of this.
2002.
Okay, good. Would you please state and spell your full name then for the record?
First name is Louise, L-O-U-I-S-E, middle initial A. Last name Larson, L-A-R-S-O-N.
As I just indicated, my name is
Did you
Randy
do that?
Gold. We met once before, I believe,
Yes.
and I represent Ron Hohert. We're here today for your deposition in connection with
Rob
this lawsuit
Hohert.
against the company. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever had your deposition taken?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Are you over?
Very briefly, and as I'm sure you've probably already been told, you're under oath, you're being videotaped. Obviously, you have to tell truthful and complete answers to my questions. If I ask you a question that you don't understand, which I'm often prone to do, as many will tell you, Frank will tell you, let me know. I'll try to rephrase it or reiterate it in a way that's more clear. And not
The Legion.
Is that understand?
Alice in Wonderland.
Yes.
And if you do answer, I will assume you understood me.
On the edge of darkness, the day.
Also, some people are prone to things like that. You say, what did happen? And we do that. They can try to answer verbally, so the court reporter can transcribe the answers.
Buffalo
Fair enough.
Dolphins and
Is there any reason why your memory may not be
Here comes
sharp
security.
as it usually is? You on any medications? Is there any psychological or physical problems that you're having that might impair your ability to recall events, dates, occurrences, things like that?
We can start this with one and I mean Hookham.
Hook 'em.
Spell the name and then
I'll let,
Hook 'em and Hobart. The
Spell
cover.
Spell my last name.
the name that you said. Yes.
H-O-O-K-H-A-M.
and just for the record,
Hookham.
it's fair to say that you were using the last name of Hookham up until September of this year when you became a Larson.
Where
So,
were you?
to the extent there's any
Now
documents
you're
that
setting
show
fire.
that you have Hookham on, you refer to me to
Hooked
the
'em
deposition.
and set a fire.
Did you review any documents with anybody, either with the company or company lawyers, to prepare for this deposition?
Yes.
Remember
Miss
what
K,
you looked
there,
at?
Mr. Bottle.
I looked at
By the cocoa.
list of people,
By the chocolate. The cake. And chocolate perfume.
answers that were given.
I smell your chocolate perfume before, yeah.
And a copy of an email with my notes on it.
this all you looked at, or is this all that you can remember looking at? To prepare for your deposition?
That's all.
So these are the only things you did look at.
Good
When
luck.
did you look at these documents?
Where are you? Oh, when
Prior to Monday, have you looked at any
Was
documents?
that maybe lawyer that died?
Did you have any meetings with anybody to prepare for your deposition? Who did you meet with?
I met
Why do you think he's gonna die if he went back to his land in the Navy, man?
Today.
Died. At his hand.
Anybody else in this meeting?
Jefferson
Navy man died.
And how long was the meeting on Monday?
He's a lawyer.
Any other meetings with anybody else? Do you have any meetings with anybody other than a lawyer? Do you have any meetings with anybody at Weir? Or discussions with anybody at Weir? Or emails with anybody at Weir about your deposition? Okay. I just want to do a few housekeeping items just to get them out of the way. Where do you currently live? Your address?
227 Acre, ACKER Parkway, DeForest, Wisconsin.
She's in DeForest. With Horst.
And
He's in the forest with
can I
the
call you Louise
Horst.
before I call you
In
Louise?
Seoul, South Korea.
When is
In
your birthday?
Germany, air God.
29, 50.
Sports authority and gotten to the soul. From a Germany, he's on the roll. He's a
Does your husband work for Weir?
forest, eUSed in the forest, the forest in the forest, God,
How long? What's your
forest,
husband's name?
eUSed
Stanley,
in the forest, it
How
is
long?
a
Stanley
short
knows.
vault in the sports vault, the name is
What did he do there?
forest
he was an
in
assistant supervisor.
the forest, things
Also, I
supervise the machine.
And when did he resign to your knowledge?
Friends home.
believe it was June
He's the
28th, 2000.
forest,
Do you know why he resigned?
us
He no longer